Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we are cracking open 8 Surging Sparks packs. Starting off, we have the Larvesta casually walking across the bubbling lava. Magnemite floating up the path on a sunny day. Mespirit above Lake Verity, I think it is, at sunset. Volcarona above the trees as the storm blows in and the sun sets. Rouge bursting through the flames to charge in. A Lycia's Appeal Trainer. A couple Mousehold falling into a pit, I think, for our first reverse. Second would be an Executor running across the beach towards the water. Oh, no, that was actually our first. We had the surprise Vampy sitting at the water's edge in the jungle. And a Rabska floating around the mesa at night. Togetic coming out of their cave home on a breezy day. Dedenne running around the pipes up in the ceiling. Charcadet at the mountaintop blocking the sun with their head. Duraludon preparing to launch off an electro shot. Passimian wandering the cliffsides with their berry. Indeedee floating the books back onto the shelves. A Colberberry trainer. Miraidon above the clouds as they charge their cannons. The Gastrodon pair creating a whirlpool at the ocean bottom for our first reverse. Or second, I mean to say apparently. And a Flamigo EX smashing through the rock on the coast. Sigilyph floating around the mountain. A Drasna trainer. The Shellos on the beautiful white sandy hills. Well, tears, I guess. I think Uxie is floating around Lake Acuity? I could be getting those wrong, I'm not sure. Victini running their way through the forest. Cerule Edge as flames whip all around them. A Pashowberry trainer. A Brilliant Blender trainer for our ace spec, or for our first reverse, it's an ace spec. A wonderful Castform Sunny Form, IR, as they have all the other various forms of Castform as well. I love to see it. A gorgeous card. And our, a very nice Flygon EX. I am not quite sure what the rarity is on this, but all the same it'll make it hard for last pack, best pack. Charcadet at the top of the mountain, blocking out the sun. Vigoroth swinging through the jungle at sunset. Mankey swinging through the trees. Primeape also high in the trees, stopping to observe the forest. A Magnezone all charged up as they float around the city at night. A Chill Teaser toy trainer. The Angry Fire Paldean Tauros. I love how red their horns are. That might have been our first reverse. Second, possibly, is Sigilyph floating around the mountains. Execute heading down the overgrown stairs. And our rare of the pack is the Zarude unraveling their arm whips. And I say we're about halfway there. Halfway there. Volcarona at sunset as the storm blows in. Rufflet perched in the tree in autumn. Eevee resting on the rock in the beautiful blooming meadow. Yamask amongst all the hibiscus looking at their mask. Meowstic laying amongst all the blooming roses and different flowers. Meowstic laying amongst all the blooming roses. The gorgeous haired Alolindug trio as their hair blows in the breeze. Chinpao bringing ice with every step. For our first reverse, second would be Rouge flying through the fire. And our rare of the pack is a Kilowattrel EX flying around during a nasty storm. Meryl in the field looking at the red and yellow flowers. Sotottle sitting at the cliff's edge at sunset. Dedenne running around on the pipes. Volcarona at sunset. Iron Bundle charging up an Ice Beam attack. Koraidon powering up in the ancient jungle. Alolan trio with their hair blowing in the wind. A Terra Orb trainer for the first reverse. Second would be Vigoroth swinging through the jungle. And our rare, oh, a very nice hyper rare Lizia's Appeal Trainer. Couple of packs to go. Klefki floating down the extremely vibrant hallway. Slackoth hanging from the tree. Sigilyph floating through the mountains. Shroodle using their tongue to draw on the rock. Fluttermane trying to catch the glowing things at sunset. Deduction Kit Trainer. Terra Orb Trainer. Celio resting on the ice sheet. That might have been our first reverse. Feebas swimming around the lake for our second. A wonderfully designed Feebas at that. And our rare is once again another wonderfully designed card, this time Gouging Fire, high in the mountains. Alrighty, it's come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. We don't have a very good shot at it today, but we'll see how it goes. Klefki floating around the vibrant hallway. Vampy sitting at the pond's edge. Charcadet running through the forest clearing. Whoa, an amazingly designed Kecleon reaching out for some berries with their tongue. Vivillon floating above the blooming meadow. A Cyrano Trainer. Sorry if I butchered that as well, I'm not very good with names. Wo-Chin in the forest clearing at sunrise. Quaxwell balancing on the rock near the river. Second is Chen Pao, bringing ice with every step. And our rare of the pack is the nice Holo Tapu Koko in the jungle. Which is unfortunately going to be another no for last pack, best pack, and another day that the streak continues. Well, that's going to be about it out of me, and I'll see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.